Next on the news, Catholics around the world, including the Holy Father, pleading for peace in Haiti.
Si susseguono notizie di omicidi, violenze di ogni genere, tratta di esseri umani, esili forzati e sequestri.
Meantime, Haitians in the Diocese of Brooklyn are afraid of going back, especially as the threat of their deportation looms.
An East Flatbush church with a large Haitian community is seeing less people in the pews in the wake of immigration crackdowns. I'm Katie Vasquez, and I'll have that story coming up.
Plus, congratulations are in order. A Diocese of Brooklyn parishioner has become a Jesuit, taking his first vows over the weekend. I'm Christine Persichetti. Currents News starts right now. Catholics in Haiti calling for an end to the bloodshed. The Archdiocese of the Caribbean Islands capital saying on Sunday that the recent kidnappings reveal a society that is losing its sensitivity to life. For years, Haiti has been plagued by gang violence and political unrest. More than 500,000 have been able to escape that danger after the U.S. granted Haitians temporary protected status after an earthquake devastated their homeland in 2010. But now many fear deportation as their TPS designation is set to end next February. And as Currents News' Katie Vasquez has been reporting, it's caused many Haitians to fear even going to church.
For years, St. Jerome Church has been a safe haven for the Haitian people, a place to share their faith in their native language, Creole. But Pastor Father Hilaire Belizaire says even at the East Flatbush Church's most popular Mass, he's noticed more and more are absent in the pews.
It draws 250, 400 people on a regular basis. That Sunday after the executive order, we have only 260 people in church.
The priest is talking about the Trump administration's crackdown on immigration. In one of their recent actions, the Department of Homeland Security ended temporary protective status, or TPS, for Haitians in the United States, setting them up for potential deportation. The program allows immigrants to live and work legally in the country until it is safe for them to return.
They didn't leave Haiti by choice, but out of sheer necessity, an opportunity to rebuild their lives.
Hundreds of thousands of Haitians have been allowed to live in the U.S. through TPS after a devastating earthquake in 2010. What does this area normally look like?
Normally, this area is almost like a flea market. It's always busy, a lot of people and a lot of merchants.
Now, the neighborhood they have begun to call home, known as Little Haiti, is also desolate, as many fear what will happen when TPS expires for Haitians in February 2026.
They said to everybody to carry the ID, something like that. So, yes, they're afraid.
They're scared to go out, they're scared to go to work, they're scared to send the children to school.
In the meantime, St. Jerome Church is hoping to continue to be a safe space for the Haitian migrants in Brooklyn.
Sometimes I speak to them, don't scare, you can come to church, but God always there for you.
I feel as a pastor that are very helpless, powerless, and I can only pray that justice, compassion, humanity will prevail.
The parish has distributed flyers informing parishioners of their rights and continues to offer spiritual guidance. In East Flatbush, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
Back in Haiti, the Archdiocese of Port-au-Prince is calling for an end to the violence and fear. The leader's strong words were in response to a recent kidnapping of 9 people at an orphanage, including an Irish missionary and a child with disabilities. The Archdiocese calling it a new act of barbarity, saying the crimes reveal the failure of the state and of a society that is losing its sensitivity to life. Pope Leo XIV is joining that call, speaking about the Caribbean island during his Sunday Angelus.
La situazione della popolazione di Haiti è sempre più disperata. Si susseguono notizie di omicidi, violenze di ogni genere, tratta di esseri umani, esili forzati e sequestri. rivolgo un accorato appello a tutti i responsabili affinché gli ostaggi siano liberati immediatamente e chiedo il sostegno concreto della comunità internazionale per creare le condizioni sociali e istituzionali che permettano agli haitiani di vivere in pace.
The president of the Haitian Bishops' Conference later expressed gratitude for the Holy Father's words. Turning now to Argentina, where a relic of the soon-to-be first millennial saint was stolen. Officials say you can see the couple enter St. Dominic Savio Parish in Parana on the security footage and steal the bolted glass case holding the relic of Blessed Carlo Actus. The pastor is pleading for the criminals to return it, emphasizing it has no monetary value, but it does hold great spiritual value for the community. The incident is under police investigation. The Vatican has improved its employee handbook, and one of the new measures includes extending paternity leave. New fathers within the Holy See will now have 5 paid days off to enjoy their newborn sons or daughters. Parents with kids who have a disability are also being given leave. After judging the severity of the child's case by a medical board, employees could receive 3 days off a month to care for their child. Back in New York, Catholic pro-lifers are once again condemning Planned Parenthood, this time for asking for $35 million in state funds to offset Congress cutting Medicaid funding. The New York State Catholic Conference released a statement saying New York taxpayers should not be forced to prop up a clearly failing organization, especially one whose main business is terminating unborn lives. Planned Parenthood is a bottomless pit of spending to the detriment of the communities that truly need support. The state needs to direct these funds instead to working families, hungry children, the disabilities community, and those struggling with mental health. Enough is enough. Finally tonight, we want to say congratulations to a parishioner from the Diocese of Brooklyn who took his first step to living out his vocation over the weekend.
I humbly ask that you judge this total commitment of myself acceptable.
That is Rajay Clark, who, along with 2 other men, professed his first vows of perpetual chastity, poverty, and obedience in the Society of Jesus on Saturday. The now Jesuit is a parishioner of St. Thomas Aquinas Church in Flatlands, and celebrating the new milestone with him at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in Syracuse over the weekend was his pastor, Father Dwayne Davis, and the Bishop of Brooklyn, Robert Brennan. Currents News spoke with Father Dwayne about Rajay's journey to that Saturday celebration and what qualities he thinks his parishioner will bring to the Society of Jesus.
It's great to see that he took the leap of faith and began the process, and actually to see him reach to this moment of finishing the first 2 years of novitiate has really been a great joy. A lot of parishioners came this weekend. Our bishop was there. We had a lot of parishioners that came up, even though it took 5 hours to drive up. They were there. Cristo Rey Brooklyn High School was there in full force. Members of the ambassador program was there in full force, because he really is a dedicated man, a spiritual man, and in the real sense, he's a real leader.
Rajay will now go on to what the Jesuits call first studies, where he'll learn philosophy. He'll then enter active ministry and theology studies before he's ordained a priest and given his first assignment. We will, of course, be praying for Rajay as he continues his vocation journey. And that is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us, because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.